Business owners, if you're worried that email marketing takes too long, I've got a quick formula for you that helps you to be able to send out a personalized email in 5 minutes. So if you watch this video, you'll be able to create personalized emails in 5 minutes that get you results. And if you want a checklist with this formula and other email marketing tips, just drop a comment. My name is Nina Clear. I've used email marketing to get my clients their biggest paid months in 10 years of business. I've increased their open rates by 125%. I've increased event attendance by 30%. And I've helped them to get an over 14% click-through rate, which, if you know click-through rates, average is like 2 to 5%. So just last night, I sent out emails to 10 cold contacts. And I got a text this morning asking for a phone call, and they scheduled on my Calendly for a Zoom meeting next week. So I kind of know what I'm doing. After you watch this video, you're going to be able to easily create emails that get you the results you want in 5 minutes or less. So the first time you do this, you're going to want to open Google Docs, Notepad, and Emojipedia. You can actually use any emoji program, but that one works best for me. You're going to draft your emails in Google Docs only because it automatically saves for you. Then you're going to put the final version in Notepad because that saves it as plain text. And then when you cut and paste it, you're not going to run into formatting problems when you email. So in my last video, I mentioned that the most important part of your email is the subject line. The first one that I usually use when I'm reaching out to people, this is one that has been tested by me and many other email marketers, and it's quick question. So obviously you're going to ask them a quick question. You want to put an emoji on the subject line. So I usually use like the red question mark or the red question mark with the exclamation point. You put what you think is going to stand out. Here again, you get that from Emojipedia. If you pick something else, just keep this in mind when you copy and paste. So you go in there, you pick it, and they have a little copy button, super fast and easy. When you click on the copy button, and you paste it, if it pastes as like a box, that means that it's not working. So you need to pick a different emoji. And a lot of times it's the newer emojis, even if they've been around for like a year, they're not going to work for you. Okay. So write the subject line with the emoji, put it in Notepad, and then you're going to save as, and I usually name it the email subject line, but you do whatever works for you. And then as you make changes on Notepad, just remember to save that file again because it doesn't do it automatically. And if you close it down or your computer closes down, bye-bye. That's why we're also doing it in Google Docs, okay? In the same Notepad with the subject line, this is before you get the body of the email, I put links to my Calendly and links to any videos that I might want to share just because then they're fast and easy to grab. Okay, email body. If you want to make notes about this I write again in Google Docs. That automatically saves it, and then I'm going to transfer it to Notepad. The first sentence is going to be that quick question. So this is a pain point that your product or service is going to help solve. Here's some examples. Did you meet your income goals last year? If something that you do would help them meet it this year. Obviously, you want it to be something you're going to be able to help them with. Or would you like to reach 500 million people in 1 month with zero ad spend in less than 10 minutes a day, no more than 3 days a week? That one's a little long, sounds a little confusing. If you confuse, you lose, so you might want to make it shorter. But since that was something I achieved for my client, that was pretty cool. You want this to be something that they can answer easily and they want to answer. And if possible, they can answer with a yes. That's like a sales technique. If you can get people saying yes from the start, they are more likely to say yes at the end. So that's just the first sentence. 1 sentence, space, then very briefly, this is like 3 sentences, less than 150 words, tell a story how your product or service solved a problem for your client. Avoid throughout this whole thing using the word I. My estate planning attorney client was just published in an article on sites that get over 500 million unique views a month. He spent less than 10 minutes in 3 days this week after hiring me to help with press for his law firm. That's 48 words, okay? So tell a story that they can see themselves as the character. I'm writing to law firm owners. They might be estate planning attorneys, they might be family law, personal injury, there's a variety. They typically want to grow. They want marketing. They know they have to do marketing, but they don't want to spend much time on it. And they want to stand out from their competitor. So I try to give them a story that's going to help them do that and see that it's possible for them. Now you're going to do a third paragraph. Tell them what they need to do. So this is a call to action. Call me. Reply back. Go to this website. Whatever it is you want them to do. Have your signature with your contact information. Always have a PS that restates with you what you already said, but like a TLDR, too long, didn't read. So it's going to be much shorter, obviously. So now your email's written, and copy and paste that into Notepad. But how do you personalize it? Because that doesn't sound super personal, right? So it really depends on who you're emailing. For me, before I reach out to anyone, I almost always go into their website and their socials. If they're doing marketing, there's something they can improve on it. Even sometimes they've been like worked as they were a Marine, or they were a police officer, or one lady was like a professional chef as well as an attorney. So I'll comment on something like that in there. You know, thank you for your military service. I noticed your website has XYZ, but could be optimized. Make it so they know you did some research and that's not a generic email, but it's not very long. Again, like a sentence. So a good conversion rate is 2 to 5% for email. If you're emailing 100 people a month, which is pretty low, that could be 2 to 5 new customers for you. So what would getting 2 to 5 new customers be worth it to you? So get your list that for me, and then open Notepad. Now, get your list. Actually, don't get your list from me. Your email list. So this is how you're going to do it. You're going to open Notepad to that email that you've created. You're going to copy it. So you hit Control A. It selects everything in there. You go to your email. Control C after you select it. Control V pastes it into the email. You're going to paste the subject line, the body copy, personalize it with a sentence or two, and you're going to send it. And you're not going to think about it because less than 5 minutes. Okay. So remember, if you want an email checklist with top subject lines and a winning email formula, be sure to drop a comment, and thanks for watching.